Alright guys, and in today's video we have another pretty unique scenario. In this video we're going to be looking at who would win the MVP award and who would win the NBA championship if every bench in the NBA played 48 minutes. That means every second string point guard, every second string shooting guard, every second string small forward, every second string power forward, and every second string center played 48 minutes per game. The starting lineups were determined using a depth chart on ESPN. So everyone starting is the second string player. And this scenario was suggested by this fellow commenter. If you want me to do your idea, just comment an idea in the comments. And you never know, I might end up doing it. Just be creative with your idea. Alright, but before we do anything else, I'm going to show you every starting lineup just so you believe me. So here's the 76ers. Pause this video if you want to take a good look at it. Alright, so now that you've seen every roster that's going to be partaking in this scenario, I want you to comment down your prediction of who will win MVP and who will win the NBA championship. Right now, my pick, I feel like Eric Gordon's going to win the MVP award. I don't know why, but my MVP pick is Eric Gordon. And my championship pick is the Indiana Pacers because, you know, their bench is pretty solid, but this is up in the air. Like, it could be anyone. So yeah, definitely not an easy prediction. Sometimes the starters, the real life stars, might get like a couple minutes. There's nothing you can do about that. 2K just wants them to get minutes sometimes, but we're going to try to play around it, and we're going to simulate to the end of the season and see who wins the MVP award. Alright, one more game to simulate, then we find out who wins the MVP award. Simulate through date. Corey Joseph wins the MVP award, averaging 23.6 points, 7.2 boards, 14 assists, 2.4 steals. Spoiler alert ahead. In my backcourt retired video, he made the All-NBA first team. So I don't know what 2K is doing with Corey Joseph, but for some reason they love this man. But congrats to Corey Joseph winning the MVP award. Rookie of the year is Chris Dunn, starting point guard for the Minnesota Timberwolves in this scenario. Markieff Morris is sixth man of the year, averaging 3.5 points. There is no sixth man in this, but he probably got some garbage time minutes. He got 3.5 points. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Defensive player of the year, Cole Aldridge. Look at those numbers from Cole Aldridge. 12 points, 18 boards, 2.7 assists, 3.4 steals, and 3 blocks. Cole Aldridge, who would have guessed? Most improved player, Kyle O'Quinn. 20 points, 18 boards, 5 assists, with 4 blocks. Kyle O'Quinn. That angry look on his face. He had lots of potential all this time. And coach of the year goes to Dwayne Casey. All-NBA first team got Corey Joseph, Chris Dunn, Zach Randolph, Rudy Gay, and Enes Kanter. All-NBA second team, Devin Harris, Tyler Ennis, James Johnson, Andre Iguodala, and Kyle O'Quinn. All-NBA third team, Cameron Payne, Seth Curry, Justin Anderson, Bojan Bogdanovic, and Al Jefferson. All-defensive first team, you got Manu Ginobili, Chris Dunn, who made the All-NBA first team, is also All-Defensive first team, Trevor Booker, Larry Nance, and Cole Aldridge. Marcus Smart, All-Defensive second team, Norman Powell, Thabo Sefolosha, Dwight Powell, and Jeff Withey. So here are the Eastern Conference standings. You got the Raptors up top, but the 76ers right behind them. Three-way tie for second. with the Magic and the Heat. Then you got the Celtics, the Wizards, the Pacers, and the Hawks. As for the Western Conference, you got the Lakers at the top, with a lineup of Tyler Ennis, Nick Young, Luol Deng, Larry Nance, and Tarek Black. First in the Western Conference. Then you got the Spurs, the Warriors, the Mavericks, the Timberwolves, the Grizzlies, the Jazz, and the Kings. Here are the league leaders in points. You got Seth Curry leading the league in points with 30.6. Then you have Jordan Crawford averaging 30.5. You got Shabazz averaging almost 30. Bojan Bogdanovic with 29. Enes Kanter with 29. Nick Young 28. Al Jefferson 28. Eric Gordon 26. Just insane numbers. Look how many 20 plus points. But Seth Curry 30.6 leading the league in scoring. And here is the playoff bracket. The 1-seeded Lakers taking on the Sacramento Kings, and the 1-seeded Raptors taking on the 8-seeded Atlanta Hawks. This is a battle of the benches. Which bench is the best in the NBA? We'll find out. Let's simulate current round. Lakers beat the Kings. Mavericks sweep the Timberwolves. Warriors beat the Grizzlies. Spurs beat the Jazz. The 1-seeded Raptors, with the MVP of the league, Corey Joseph, lose to the 8-seeded Hawks. The Celtics beat the Heat. The Wizards beat the Magic. And the Pacers sweep the Sixers. My pick for the championship, the Pacers. Simulate current round again. And there goes my prediction, because the Pacers just lost to the Wizards. Celtics and Hawks went to 7. Lakers beat the Mavericks. Warriors beat the Spurs. Western Conference Finals, you got the Lakers versus the Warriors. Eastern Conference Finals, Celtics versus Wizards, which is happening right now. Actually in real life, but not in the conference finals, of course. Let's simulate current round. And now you have a Lakers versus Wizards NBA Finals. So the best bench in the West goes to the Los Angeles Lakers, and the best bench in the East goes to the Washington Wizards, apparently. And I just realized the Cavaliers didn't even make the playoffs. I thought they had a decent bench, but okay. So now you got the Wizards taking on the Lakers in the NBA Finals. Who has the best bench in the NBA? The Wizards blew a 3-1 lead in the finals. And the Lakers win the NBA championship. Lakers fans should be happy. They finally won something. You know, these past couple years, they have been in a major slump. But at least they can say they have the best bench in the NBA because they won the NBA championship. Tyler Ennis is your NBA Finals MVP. 26 points, 11.6 assists. Here are your Game 7 stats. Nick Young dropped 35 on him. Tarek Black, 19 points, 21 boards. Tyler Ennis, 23 points, 18 assists. For the Wizards, some of these guys played minutes, I don't know why, but probably garbage time minutes. Didn't affect the game in any way. Bogdanovic, 9 turnovers out there. Game 1 went to the Lakers. Game 2 went to the Wizards. Game 3 went to the Wizards. Game 4 went to the Wizards. The Wizards had a 3-1 lead. They needed one more win to win the NBA championship. But then they lose 3 straight. And they got completely blown out in Game 7. And they blew a 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals and lost the NBA championship. Let's see the league leaders in the playoffs. Bojan Bogdanovic led his Wizards to the NBA Finals, but of course came up short, as we just mentioned, blew a 3-1 lead. Then you got Shabazz Muhammad, Seth Curry, Nick Young, Troy Daniels, Alec Burks, Corey Joseph, the superstar, almost averaging a triple-double. What is with 2K and Corey Joseph? Dude, look at his numbers. 2K loves Corey Joseph for some reason. 4 steals as well. Ian Clark, Jeff Green, and Al Jefferson. Those are your playoffs leading scorers. Well, you can add another championship to the books for the Lakers, because their bench just put the NBA on blast because they won the NBA championship. Don't forget to comment down your suggestions below, and you might be featured in one of my videos. But if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out.